This video is going to show you how to use Coatema EC50 in order to deposit a thin film on top of a flexible substrate. This picture shows the setting of the whole set of coater. Generally, there are three major parts. The first one is coating platform. This is where you put the substrate and doing the coating. The box on right is the control of pressure and electricity. The one on the bottom is air compressor. So this set of coater is driven by compressed air and controlled by electricity. For each deposition, the first step is pretreatment of substrate, and in this video, we're using PET. So this is a UV ozone system, which could be used for the surface cleaning process. So we can put the substrate on top of the platform. And after the treatment, the surface of PET substrate is going to be cleaner, and the adhesion between the substrate and thin film will be enhanced. So typically, it will be heated up to 90 degrees, and the curing time is set to be 15 minutes. The second step is to start up the coater and make it ready for the following deposition. Firstly, we should turn on the air compressor and wait until it is fully charged. We can read pressure values on manometer, which is equipped on the air compressor, or the one that is on the control box. So typically, this process is going to take a few minutes, and the final pressure is going to reach 6 bar. After that, we can turn off the air compressor, and the pressure will sustain for a few hours, and this is more than enough time for us to finish all the deposition process. So after charging the air compressor, we can then switch on the coater. The main switch is on the left corner of the control panel. After the switch is on, you may find a red light pop up above the main switch. We'll just press the button and exit emergency stop mode. The coater is now ready for operation. But before thin film deposition, the gap between blade and the substrate should be adjusted in order to get desired thickness. We can adjust the blade gap and angle manually. However, it is not very easy to achieve the right distance. Also, you should be very careful to keep both sides of the blade at the same height. So it may take a lot of time to do the adjustment. After finish all this preparation, we now can move to thin film deposition process. Firstly, take out the substrate from the UV ozone system and then place it on the coating platform. Make sure that the substrate should be perpendicular to the short edge of the platform. After that, press the blade down button, which is on the control panel, and the blade will just move down to the surface of the substrate. And then we can apply ink on the substrate. For a small piece of substrate like this, 200 to 300 microliter would be sufficient. Then we are ready to do the casting. Movement of the blade is controlled by a hand control. For casting, we select low speed mode and keep pressing the forward button. Then the blade would move across the platform and doing the casting. It will move up automatically right after reaching the edge of the platform. After that, we select high speed mode and keep pressing backward button. Release the button when the blade reaches starting point. After some post-treatment, we'll get a thin film deposited on PET substrate.